Hello my beautiful humans, welcome to another video by Chen Vegan and Frodo on the road, end of the day, end of another epic, crazy adventurous day. Loads of climbing, not as many Ks. I will quickly put this thing on pause because it is making this room freezing. Anyway, as you probably have seen now, as these videos are airing a little bit, getting published just a little bit after the actual day that I've cycled and stuff, like a couple of days later, you might have already seen on my Strava. If you're not following me on Strava, go check it out. It's still under Traveling Vegan and Frodo. You can see all the Ks, all the rides, all the everything that I'm doing every day. So yeah, I decided to, as you may know now, we're cycling to Washington DC, and then we're also gonna carry on for a little bit further after that. But yeah, I am under 2 hours away from Washington DC, which is like about 35 miles or something, just under that, or about like under 40 Ks away from Washington DC. And it was funny. It's always really funny. There's a lot to say, especially when the adventure is coming to an end, and if I really wanted to push it and stuff, I could have made it there tonight. I could have gotten there, but I decided that I should wait until tomorrow so I can get there in the daytime, so I can explore the place in the daytime and then carry on after that. And I don't know, throughout these adventures, right, especially this one has been a pretty long one. It's been like 3 weeks or whatnot. It's been a while, and things happen, right? There's just a lot that goes on behind the scenes, a lot of sweat, definitely, a lot of some tears and some blood as well even, and you know, there's a lot of different situations that you get into that you tell yourself that no, I cannot deal with this right now, I cannot analyze or anything, I just need to focus on writing and see the priorities for tonight, for today, which is, you know, get food, stay somewhere safe, and all these kind of things. So get yourself out of a specific situation which you might find yourself in. So yeah, when the adventure comes and you tell yourself, okay, I can't deal with this right now, like I can't let you cry right now, I can't let you like deal with this thing right now that you need to for some reason want to deal with. Like sometimes when you have, you know, perfect and big days, it's fine with like some certain issues or thoughts that you have had for ages and ages and ages in your head, but if something like happens on the go and you just need to react to it, but you can't like sometimes analyze it or work with it, you just have to say, okay, cool, it might take a little while to process this, and I will deal with this after I'm done, after I have actually time and I'm allowed to think about these things. And that's when the time comes at the end of the trip where you actually can and should sit down and think about these things, and you also realize that maybe there's just a lot of emotions, okay? Especially after going for such a long time, working hard and just being away from family and friends and familiarities and all that kind of things. All these kind of things. There's a lot that happens, I feel, in your head. There's a lot that happens in your mind and you need to work with and deal with. And you just like kind of go and say, oh my goodness, like this crazy insane thing is ending. And from one side you're like, I don't want it to end because I am actually having like such a great time and it's been like such a crazy trip. But at the same time you like go, oh my goodness, it has been such hard work, it's been so much, it took a lot out of me basically. And then you're like, oh, finally, like I'll get to sleep for longer and, you know, not have to ride like a crazy person all day long, and just I'll know when I'm sleeping tonight and I can just relax and do something other than getting from A to B. And that's cool too. And the funny thing is that after a couple of days or a few days pass after you finish your big crazy trip, whether it is 3 days, whether it is 5 days, whether it is 7 days, or it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or however long, right? During it, sometimes like it's hard work. See, that's the thing. When I get back home, and I am in real life, and I am like sitting at my computer. So I'm just trying to play with the lighting. Hopefully, it's not too annoying for you guys. I'm sitting like around, and I've been back home, and it's been a few months, and I haven't done a trip in a while. I'm like, oh, where's my next adventure? What am I doing next? What am I doing this and that? And like you sit there and you're like thinking about all these different things. And like even 2 or 3 days after you finish your trip, of course, if you haven't had like any big injuries, and hopefully you haven't had any crazy injuries, you know, your saddle sores heal up real quick, and you're like tingling somewhere down in your Achilles or in your knee, like that heals up pretty quick because you're no longer like putting all that stress and all that craziness on it, and you have enough calories, so you're refueled and restocked, and you're feeling good in your body, and it's just like, you know, everything is rested, and you feel like, oh, that was like so easy, I could totally like do it again, and let's just go and do it again. And then, you know, a few months goes by, and then you're sitting in your office or wherever you work and stuff, and you're like, oh, I just really want to go on an adventure, and I go and have fun and do all these different things, and then you forget that it actually is like freaking hard sometimes. Like it is, and it takes a lot of effort, it does, to do these crazy trips, and it's insanely rewarding, and it's incredible sense of accomplishment, I guess, inspiration to others, inspiration to yourself. Maybe you're proving something to yourself, maybe you're raising money for some sort of charity, and that is like a crazy and awesome and epic accomplishment, and you're doing it for some sort of goal and mission. And there's like a lot of different things, right, that are good, but it is also work. I can, you know, record a bunch of beautiful, pretty videos of amazing sunsets and beautiful skies and awesome trees and cool food I get to eat on the road, but there is also like, it's work, okay? It is, and it's just, yeah, anyway. So just kind of remembering, I guess, that as well, and when you're planning these trips and embracing them, I think it's awesome. It's awesome to embrace these trips and challenge yourself in such different ways that you don't usually challenge yourself, that not many people challenge themselves in, really, because we're just used to living our lives and doing these things that we do, and you know, and not everyone has to do these things either, these crazy cycling trips, right? But it's there's a lot of different emotions that you go through, and you feel, especially at the very end, and you're just so happy that you want to cry, but you also want to cry because you're releasing all the, I don't know, fear and anxiety and everything else that went into it, maybe exhaustion in a way, and you're just kind of releasing all of that because a lot has happened and a lot can happen, and there's just, yeah, if that makes sense. Anyway, I decided that I didn't want to get to Washington DC tonight just yet, even though I could push and could have gotten there, because I wanted this trip to last just a little bit longer, and I wanted to see the city in daytime, like cycle through the city, so then I could actually like film it and show you guys and all that kind of stuff, take a few photos. And as well, maybe I wasn't quite ready to face all of that shower or waterfall or whatever, the flood of emotions that hit you at the end of these trips, because the self-appreciation and value in what you actually have at home, realizing the value of the friends and family, the incredible people that are around you, follow you, support you, love you at home, just a lot of things that go through your mind, and you just start appreciating these things, and you thank the universe or thank God for your safe arrival and good people that you've met along the way, and you remember the better things from the trip. You gave the things that were not ideal maybe a little bit of time, but you also understand that, you know, world isn't perfect, and yeah, you just deal with that too a little bit. It's just a lot that goes through your mind and races, and it's like that flash ride of that crazy big long adventure journey that you put yourself through and decided to do. And yeah, anyway, this video has been 10 minutes. I will see you again tomorrow for an epic, holy crap, check out check out we're in Washington DC video. And yeah, thank you for being with me on this trip. Thank you for being on another trip with me. I have been working on processing some of the videos that I've been taking. I've been having a little bit of battle with my action cam, just with some footage and stuff, working on getting that sorted out. But I think I would have recorded like 9 hours, seriously, of just stuff. So I reckon there's going to be some really pretty epic sweet vlogs and different kinds of videos coming up on this subject, on cycling through America, and on like the actual different chunks of the route that I've done, or what I've learned, or what I've seen. And it's just a lot of different things, and some really cool tools that I've used on this trip that were different, that I haven't used previously, and I think are very important, and some safety as well stuff, personal safety, especially for girls. Anyway, let's end this video here. Thank you for watching, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another cool sweet little video. Lots of love to you guys, and remember to stop counting calories, start counting hills, count your adventures, count your passions. Lots of love to you guys, and thanks for following me on my journey. Thanks for being with me here. Bye.